I came here for love. No one can hold me down. I won't give it up. No. I want you to reach out. Hey guys, how are we doing? Good evening, child. Good evening. How has your day been? My day has been very long and productive, but good. Really good. How about you guys? Nisha, thank you so much for the super chat. Nisha says, hey, Nikki, did you get my $10 yesterday? I had a rough day. I'm hanging in. Thank you so much, you and the Star family, for keeping me true to myself and smiling. Did you do it by way of super chat? If so, absolutely. If you sent it another way, please let me know. Thank you so much for all of your support. And I pray that, in this review, you'll get some good times and some laughs, and it'll make your day a bit better. But thank you so much for being here. Yasmin said, I fast forward through Ace and Shelley's scenes. The fans of the show have agreed to vote for Jeremiah to couple up with Iris. So the crash out may be very soon. We will see. Nisha says, I have not watched the first episode of Love Island. Should I watch? And should I start at the beginning of the season? If you want to catch up with this season, I say you should start watching, because we're only 9 episodes in, but they're so quick. They're so good. You can binge them this weekend. There won't be a new one until Sunday, a new episode until Sunday. So yeah, I would say get into it. Watch it this Saturday. Yasmin said, I'm glad Alandria clocked to Taylor. Me too. What is the purpose that I skipped Ace and Shelley, Alandria, Taylor, and oh my God, did you watch the show? Did you watch the show? I will say, if you were going to skip, this was an episode to skip. This was a filler scene. There was not much going on. Hey, Spency, thank you for being here. Spency said, hey, Nikki and Star fam, I hope everyone voted for Iris. Y'all are messy. Y'all are messy. I was, I only follow Love Island during when they have a season. So they come up in my feed a lot. And I just saw the last thing that they posted on their Instagram was about voting. And everybody in the comments was just like, we are voting for Iris to get with Jeremiah. Y'all messy. Does she? I feel like the guys are not that interested in her. And I feel like Ace is playing another game. He did the same thing with Amaya. So I can never trust his affection. Sarah said, not gonna lie, I wanted Iris to kiss Nick and Ace during their conversations, and Pepe and Sierra. I think if there was anybody that she really wanted to kiss, it would be Jeremiah because she's interested in him more than I think she's interested in any other guys. Ira. Oh, thank you. Ira said, I come running to Nikki's lives after an episode. Thank you so much for being here. E for Empathy said, I kind of want Iris and Ace. Let me cook. If he pisses Shelly off again, she might free herself. I just want better for her. Listen, if that's your plan, then I will go with it. But I honestly think that this guy thinks that him and Shelly are going to be in game. Like what Bella said. Bella was just like, everybody in the villa thinks they're in game. Everybody thinks that they're playing this little cat and mouse game, and then they're going to be together at the end. Megan said, hey, y'all, I'm going to have to watch After Sun tomorrow because I believe lots of tea is about to be spilled. Yes, this is the first After Sun that I'm like looking forward to. Sarah said, Huda is way too much. However, Jeremiah should be planning a yoga date for her by this point. She didn't seem unreasonable to me this episode. Hey, Imani, thank you for being here. Imani said, hey, Nikki. Okay, so my vote is Aces with Iris, Jalen with Alandria, and Pepe with Sierra. Sierra needs to catch a new vibe. Alandria and Jalen are actually cute, and Ace needs to get away from Shelly. I actually like that. I actually like your coupling. What was my coupling? My coupling was absolutely Huda and Jeremiah, just to be messy. We need the tea. Huda and Jeremiah. I was going to do Pepe with Hannah because I really, I think they got something going on. Pepe with Hannah, and who's the other bombshell? Jalen and Alandria. That's what I was going to do. Brit Stackula. What's up? Brit Stackula said, girls, we need to talk. We sure do. We sure do, child. Get in here. Come on in the room. That's like my old intro. If you've only followed me from Love Island, that's my regular intro. Zora said, let's like the live video to support our girl. Yes, let's like the live video, please, guys. Imani said, I'm praying for a bombshell for Shelly still. And Huda asking for Jeremiah's location. Lord, too soon. Hey, Jasmine, how are you? Yeah, I think everybody voted. I think everybody pretty much voted the same way. Yinka said, Team Ace and Iris, I think their chemistry is very natural. It's always felt a little awkward with Shelly. Really? Y'all are really... Here's the thing. I don't see it for him and Iris. I really, really don't. I think that Iris, no shade, just being honest, is going for the low-hanging fruit because who she really wants, she can't link up with. That's what I think is happening. So I hate to say it, but black guys are always low-hanging fruit for non-black women. They're just very easy for them to get. Yes, your show is on. Thank you for being here. Sarah said, y'all, Austin isn't even pursuing Shelly. I'm over it. Well, Austin is falling into what all the guys fall into, what Taylor is falling into. The guys start, I won't say pursuing, I will say the guys start pursuing each other friendship wise, right? The guys normally always link up, especially on all of these dating reality TV shows. The guys always link up and clump up together, and they just have this little boy fest, and it's all about the boys. And it's just like, you guys need to be pursuing women. If you guys watch The Bachelorette, it happens every season. Every season, those men have to be. Every season, those men have to be told to go after and pursue the Bachelorette because the guys just have so much fun together. Christy said, gotta be honest, I'm tired of the yoga dates. They need to get them out of the villa. I don't know why they aren't giving them more dates. We got one date at the water park. Like, give them more dates. Megan said, I don't love Ace with Iris, but I voted for him to get with her because if it gets him away from Shelly, I'm all for it. Okay, I see what you guys are doing. Pepe doesn't like Amaya. He likes Sierra or Hannah. Hey, Silky Super Fetch said, when Huda said she wanted Jeremiah's phone location in the real world, child. Yeah, poor thing. Poor thing. Oh, yeah, everybody's doing that ice macchiato. Y'all messy. But they don't have anything else to do. I mean, the guys could get more creative, but again, they're all followers. So they see one person do something and then everybody else starts doing the same thing. They're not creative. And I think a lot of them are not creative because they don't have to be. And it's unfortunate. The women of this generation, y'all need to step it up. Y'all got to require more from these boys. Jasmine said, "Hey Nikki, don't watch the show, but I will watch the replay. Keep up the good work." Thank you so much. Yes, they need to get out of the villa. Like, I remember Love Island UK had them on all kinds of trips. I don't know what's going on. Celeste 1914 said, "It's obvious to me that," hold on, I'm sorry, my background is so loud. I'm like yelling. Lord. I came here for love. If you saw my behind, no, you didn't. I have on a bathing suit. So let's say it's obvious to me that Huda had anxious attachment styles and Jeremiah has avoided attachment styles. So the more she tries to do more, the more he wants to get away. That's a great observation. Love Like You Are said, please vote on the Love Island USA app if you are in the States. Voting ends at 12:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, oh yeah. So you got some times, guys, if you didn't vote. Katie said, "Why did Huda say, if you didn't ask me to be your girlfriend?" Where did that come from? Did I miss something? I think the editing is a little choppy. The editing was really choppy this episode. So I don't think you missed much. Britstacula said, "Ace and Iris, this is what Ace looks like when he's into someone. His body language says it all." I don't see it. But again, I don't see what y'all see in Taylor. I don't see the colorism in Taylor. So I listen, y'all opening my eyes. NC said, "Ace is about to play in our girl Shelly's face again. I can feel it." Absolutely. Let this be a lesson to Shelly. Never give a man a chance to reject you more than once. Here's the thing. If Ace pursues Iris, I hope that Shelly just gets it. And then the producers send in her bombshell. Janelle said, "I voted Iris with Jeremiah, Jalen with Alandria, Amaya with Pepe." Did anybody vote for Ace with anybody? You're just gonna have Ace single so y'all can vote him off. Yes, thank you, Sam Carr. Don't forget to hit the like button. Jasmine said, "I voted for Jeremiah and Iris, Alandria and Jalen and Sierra and Pepe." Oh, y'all just gonna leave Ace and Amaya stuck together. Hey, Miss Afro Majestic, thank you for being here. Mama Star is in the building. Mama Star said, "Hi, Star family. Mama Star is here. I hope everyone is doing great today." Hey, Kimberly. Kimberly said, "Hey, Star fam, Nikki, can you make a notification for every Late Night Live? I haven't been getting it." I'm so sorry. I have the reminders on for this. You know what you have to do? Did you hit the notification button for my channel? Do that. I also put a notification. I also put a reminder on my Instagram, which is NikkiNicoleStar. What else? And I know, you know what? I didn't share it this time. I'm so sorry. I normally share the video. But Kimberly, I think you're following me. I think you're following me on Instagram. So yeah, I'll do it there, but I didn't do it this time. I will say, as long as time permits, the Love Island lives are going to be right after the show. The only time I won't do it after the show is if I have something going on. It's just because, like I said before, my days are getting filled with like stuff, and I'm not able to do the afternoon lives like I used to. Sometimes I may, but I feel like the evening ones are the ones that I can be the most consistent with. But I did not share it this time like I normally do. So I'm sorry about that. But I normally share it on here, and I also put a reminder up on Instagram. But make sure you hit the notification button so you can get a reminder from YouTube. Thank you for being here, Kimberly. Thank you, Ari. I'm trying. I've been trying to pick it up all week. We'll see. I'm out here in Miami looking for the hoochie zaddies. Megan said, hey, Nikki, I think a little correlation has to be made in your lives. I think yes. Well, see, here's the thing. Somebody in the comments, I forget her name, sweet young lady, she said that this wasn't the right episode. And here's the thing. I was making the episodes to include After the Sun. But she had commented that there was confusion for her because of how because there are just the episodes that I'm reviewing are not After the Sun. So I made the distinction that I would just number it for the episodes that I'm reviewing and not include After the Sun in one of the episodes. Y'all let me know what works for y'all. Because I was numbering the episodes the way Peacock was numbering the episodes. But I am not including After the Sun. So it might be a jump. Like every week there will be a jump. Like instead of if episode 7 is the next one, the episode that I'm reviewing next will be 8. So we will eliminate episode 7. Let me know what works for y'all. I don't want to cause any confusion, but let me know what works for you guys. Are you comfortable? Is it better for you if I number the episodes how Peacock does it? Or do you want me to number the episodes that I'm actually reviewing? Let me know, because I can switch it back. But when I switch it back this time, I'm not changing it. So let's take a vote, America. What's his purpose said? I need these bombshell girls to stop being scared of Huda. Yes, they are failing the mission. Absolutely. Ice Macchiato said, I wanted to hear that intro so bad. They pissed me off with the song chase. Me too. I was waiting for it. Oh, thank you. It's like not much makeup because y'all know I'm not a makeup girly, but also Miami is hella hot. So I just do some eyeshadow and some bronzer. I don't have to do much foundation because in Miami, I instantly get tanned and I love it. Like my skin is like one tone, even tone, and I love it. Opulent said, got my bottle. My Sir Davis, yes, we got money, and I'm ready. Hope everyone is well. Amen. Thank you, Spency. Janelle said Ace definitely has some trauma because he didn't even want to play Truth or Dare, and his demeanor changes when people try to connect with him. He wanted to banish Amaya just because she called him babe. This is the thing. Ace is still sore that Amaya is in the villa and that his influence has not been able to work fully. Like his influence has absolutely worked with the men concerning Amaya. It has not worked with the women. Ace wants Amaya to be iced out because she hurt his feelings. And he doesn't like it. He doesn't like that she's still there. So I think that's what it is. He doesn't want to participate in anything. He's very childish in the games because Amaya is still there. And that is somebody who stepped up to him and checked him. And he do not like it. He doesn't like it. Thank you so much, Kimberly. This is that pink drink from Trader Joe's. Really, really good. Normally, Trader Joe's, the majority of their drinks are garbage. This one, really, really good. Rain said, I was so confused how everyone was going up for this boring white woman. Welcome to America. A lot of us are still colonized. Decolonization is a daily struggle, child. Betty said, I voted Scamaraya, Alandria, and Hannah because oh my God, these OMG. Spency said, Huda is not well. Asking about a location when you're not even his girlfriend, child. Brittany says, Star fam, how do we vote? I voted for Jeremiah, Alandria, and Hannah to recouple. So I think you're the only one. Me and you, the only ones who voted for Hannah to recouple. But we will see. Silky Uberfetch said, yes, I agree. Ace clearly cannot be vulnerable. It has to be in control at all times. That's why he mentors and asks so many questions. So everyone, so the attention never turns on him. Yes. Everybody also always asks about Ace. Nobody knows anything about him. And the men mentioned that. Zora S said, what has Huda's blood pressure numbers been since entering the villa? Please relax. It's unhealthy. I agree. Boss B Mama, what's up? Said, I like Huda, but she comes off like she is a little jealous, but I like her. I'll be honest with you. I like everybody. I like everybody except for Austin. I can't shake the stuff that I personally saw on his TikTok. That was beyond evil and very scary. But the rest of the cast, I enjoy them. Some things that they do annoy me and irk me, but I just talk about them because that's what I'm here to do. But I watch the show because they're interesting. Oh yeah, the blowout. I was like, what's going on? What is going on? Jasmine said, if I were Iris, I would have been a red flag. It would have been a red flag when Ace said he likes having new people show up. He can't commit at all. He has no game. I think Ace relies on him being cute and light. Other than that, he does not have any game. He's not a charmer. Shuni said, I was shocked Ace didn't get mad. Iris touched him because that was something he made up just to like set ridiculous boundaries with Amaya. Zora said, does Ace have game? The way he sits back staring and licking his lips gives little brother imitating what he thinks is sexy and intriguing. Does he pull black women for real, for real? I think he does. And I think he pulls many women just because he has 1 million followers on TikTok. Sarah said, Ace not following Iris to bed was interesting. He doesn't want to mess up with Shelly too much. Yeah, he wants to keep what he's doing with Shelly on the low. No, what he's doing with Iris on the low, because he still wants to lead Shelly on, but we'll see. We will see. Betty said, our black queens are suffering. Shelly is stuck with Yuxton for another round. Doesn't know. Nennis wants Iris. Alandria's options are Taylor, not attracted to her, or Unc Jalen. Child, don't. Guys, Jalen is actually a cutie, and I like him with Alandria. I just think that the ladies need more men to choose from because I think the men have so many options, the women do not. If we're keeping a buck, that's the reality of the world, but I don't want, this is not reality TV, right? Reality TV is heavily scripted. The only reason why it's called reality TV is because during this scripted show, real things are able to happen. But this show is scripted and manipulated. That's why they have story editors, right? Because they're taking the footage that they have filmed and they are creating a narrative, right? Sometimes things that the cast said they didn't even say because the show is cutting up what they are saying and making a statement that was never said. It's called a Frankenbite. So I get that this situation with the men and the women in the house is realistic for how at least American women, their options. I get that that's the truth. I get that that's honest. This is not what this should be. This should be entertaining. This is escapism TV. Let us escape. Bring in some bombshells. I need multiple. I was just like, we only got 2. 4 dudes should have walked up there. I'm glad Iris is here, but girl, she could have waited. Waddle said, America, your votes have never met. Child, but this is the thing. Can you really trust Americans with a vote? Look at us today. I'm hoping that the right thing will happen, but I don't trust these Americans. Katie said Bella definitely will spill something on After Sun after seeing those clips on her Nick Val podcast. At least I hope. True that, child. True that. Jasmine said, I didn't vote for Ace and Iris because I feel like that would give him an out to stop pursuing Shelly. I want to see how they play out without our involvement. I think that Shelly is just entertaining Ace and also because I think who she really wants isn't there. Now, I know Ace and Shelly had something, but I think there's no competition right now. There's not much for her to choose from, so she has to deal with this. But I feel like in the real world, she got a nice roster. She does not have a nice roster in this villa. So she has to do what she has to do. I feel sorry for the girl, but this is what she has to deal with. So I think she's playing the game. I like her, and we're just gonna go with that. But I do feel bad for her. I do feel bad. I feel like she needs options, and I hate the fact that so many people are getting upset with her and being like, "Shelly's getting on their nerves," and I'm just like, "Get a girl a break. These are her options. She has to make something work so she can stay on the show, guys. It's still a game show." I would like for y'all to be as lenient with the black girls as you are with Austin. Because Austin is winning everybody over by doing the bare minimum, but now Shelly is getting on everybody's nerves. It's weird. It's very American, but it's weird. Josie said this episode was really good. I love how these bombshells are shaking things up again because the bombshells are watching the game. They are coming in playing. Brittany said, Huda made sense this episode. Absolutely. I just want her to find a better way to express what she wants. She comes across as needy and naggy and very immature, which is why I think what we talked about is happening with her. Her maturity is only when she's a mother. When she is not mothering her daughter, she is very, very childish. Very, very childish. And I think it's because she's stunted. She goes back to 19. Jasmine said, I feel like the fans did too much on the bombshells yesterday. I feel bad for them. Jalen and Pepe aren't really bad at all. Here's the thing. We were expecting a certain kind of bombshell, and they just weren't what we wanted. But I don't think these guys are unattractive. It wasn't what we wanted. I'm from the East Coast, so I want a certain kind of swag to walk into that villa, right? And I think we were all pulling for a certain look, a certain kind of swag. But these bombshells are not unattractive. I still don't see Charles for Jalen. I still don't see Charles. And I feel like the more that the show films with him, the more attractive he becomes. I think he's an attractive guy. I love his little dimples. I want a little edge for Alandria. I feel like she needs that. And not saying like, I don't want no dude with a rap sheet. You know what I mean? When I mean edge, I mean like a guy that leads but listens to the wisdom of his woman. I feel like Alandria is, at all the couplings that she's in, she's leading out. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I don't think that's what she wants. I don't think she wants to be like this submissive little housewife, but I think she wants a guy to take charge. And I don't think Jalen or Taylor are the kind of guys that like take charge. She's leading out in everything. And I'm like, our girl needs something more. Absolutely. She's trying to stay in the show. And when you're a non-black woman on a reality TV game show, and you're trying to stay in the show, who do you go for? The black guys. Especially the ones with low racial self-esteem. Katie said those boys do seem like they like each other more than they like any other girls. It happens on all the reality dating shows. It happens all the time. Nothing. Like, they haven't left the villa yet. The only two people who have left the villa is Huda and Jeremiah. And I'm just like, let's get them out of there. Let's do something. Even Empathy said, Ace and Iris will never work. I'm willing to make that sacrifice. They won't. Here's why. She's not attracted to him. She's just trying to stay on the show. And a lot of the guys are not showing her the attention that makes her feel secure. But a black guy, she knows this because this is probably how she lives in the real world, right? Especially black guys in LA. They would die for her, right? So she knows. She's just like, I don't know if I'm going to stay in the show. Let me go hit up a Negro and see what happens. And that Negro's going to keep her around. Low-hanging fruit. Zora said, I actually felt bad for Huda when she asked for his location and said that she's afraid of people leaving her. Yeah, she was being very open and honest with Jeremiah. However, it's been 10 days. She's doing too much. Like, it's on her, guys. It's on her. Jennifer said, but we need to get Shelly away from that MAGA man, not closer to him. Guys, I don't think she's getting closer to him. Shelly's playing the game. I'm telling you, Y'all about to see Shelly's gameplay. Ice Macchiato said, we need more dates. Love Island is always stingy with the dates. This would have been a good episode to have a date. I agree. Let me get a few more. Wait, did I get my... Oh, I got my super chat. I got another super chat from Nisha. Nisha said, OMG, Nikki lives are always more funny and more enjoyable than the shows. Plus, for me, I love when Nikki goes on rambles of fun facts and just perspectives. Always a joy. Thank you so much, Nisha, for the super chat and the love. I'm going to get Jasmine and two more. Jasmine said, did y'all peep how Ace said his wife might be outside the country? He might be a real passport bro. I can see it. I can see it. Ashley said, I take back all my Jalen slander. Please forgive me. Yeah, we just needed to see more of him. And also, the Chippendale outfits did not help Pepe and Jalen. But now that we see them in like their clothes and their comfort, it's starting to work. Sheila said, one of these bombshells is going to break up Nick and Sierra. I mean, of course, Nick is not going to be with Sierra. And if he gets with a bombshell, he's not staying with that bombshell. Nick's head turns every 2 days. Cindy said, Huda is doing too much, time for her to go home. Yeah, she got to go back home to that baby. I want to get this super chat from Obviously Me, and then I'll get into my review. Obviously Me said, speak of the devil and he shall appear. Ayal Booker is going to be the host of tomorrow's After Sun. God's last fine UK white man and his perm. Thank you so much for the super chat. Obviously Me. Let's get into the review. So the cast now meets all the bombshells. All of the bombshells are getting to know the cast. I love how when, you know, the guys were asking Taylor Jalen who he's interested in, Jalen was just like, I'm going for Alandria. Like every time they ask him, is he interested in anybody? It's always Alandria. He came on this show with a goal, and that goal is Alandria. And I think he might get it. I think Taylor is in trouble. Huda lets Iris know that Jeremiah is hers. Iris in her confessional, she says, let me bring up Homegirl's pics. But in Iris' confessional, she says, where is she? There she is. Iris says, I see some cracks in Jeremiah and Huda's relationships. And wait, I wrote down what she said already. I see some cracks in Huda and Jeremiah's relationship, and I'm going to slip through them. I think Jeremiah is still on her radar, but she's waiting for, you know, the crack to widen a bit. And I think it just may happen because Jeremiah is starting to get fed up with Huda. But you know who shocked me? Hannah. Hannah loves herself some Pepe. Hannah loves herself some Pepe. And Pepe is still going between Sierra and Hannah. So I don't quite know who he likes, but I know that Hannah is a bit more receptive to Pepe than Sierra. And I think that's wrong on Sierra's part because she is trying to be loyal to Nick, who is loyal to no one but Nick. Nick is not going to be loyal to Sierra. She needs to watch how Nick did Bella because he's going to do her the same way. Nick is just here for a good time, not a long time. I think him being friends with Ace may take him to the end, but I don't think he's going to stick with her. And I feel like she needs to look out for herself because Nick is absolutely looking out for himself. And I feel like her and Pepe have a really good energy, but Hannah is more receptive. And she is she's putting it on him. She is putting it on Pepe. So I'm a little nervous for Sierra because I feel like Pepe is going to be a safe spot for her because he's a bombshell. He's been watching this game and he is going to go after the right people to stay in the game. So I hope she's looking out for herself. I don't think she is, but I hope she is. I hope she wakes up and finally starts looking out for herself. So Nick, he tells Iris. So Iris is making her rounds with the guys. The men are not as receptive as I think she wants them to be. So that's why I think she eventually went to Ace. But Iris is making her rounds with the guys, and she sits down with Nick. And those were two guys that she was interested in, Nick and Jeremiah. She tries to pull Jeremiah, but Jeremiah is, I think he's making himself evasive to Iris because there could be something there, right? So she keeps on trying to catch him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, okay, sure, you can, yeah, fine, do it." But he's not like trying to sit down with her because I think he's very concerned about what could happen, especially when he's in a space right now where him and Huda are going through it. But anyway, she sits down with Nick, and Nick lets her know right off grip that she's his type. He said, "You're my type outside this villa. Like, you are definitely my type. I definitely want to get to know you." He's flirting with her like crazy. And I'm like, Sierra, you better hop on Pepe. You better hop on Pepe because Nick is single. Nick ain't couple up. He is living his best life, and he is letting everybody know that he's available and attracted. He's here for a good time. I'm not blaming him. He's young. He's here to party. He's also very adventurous, which is why I think him and Sierra are a great match. But Iris, this LA 25, I think she's gonna match his freak as well. I see her. I see either one actually being a good match, but I see Iris being a good match for Nick now when he's in his like, wild 20s. I think Sierra will be a good match for him later on. And maybe that's how he's looking at it. Because I think she's a great life partner for him. Iris is a great, just for now, fun partner. Again, this LA girl, she's here for a good time as well. So I think for now, that might be a good choice for him. And that's probably what he's thinking. And Sierra is just matches him in a way that I think he is looking at that for the future, but not now. So that could be the problem with Sierra. So that's why Sierra needs to look out for herself. Huda. That's why, listen, I want y'all to know when I do my reviews, I'll be honest with you. On Love Island, this season, I have no favorites except for Shelly and Alandria. obvious reasons. Always going to root for the Black girls, especially the Dark Chocolate Sisters, because representation matters. Anyway, my opinion is always going to change from episode to episode. So just know, if you guys have like a favorite and you're just like, oh my God, don't say anything about this person. If they are a mess on the episode, I'm going to call it out. Even the ones that I like, I'm going to call it out. If they do something that I think is commendable, I'm going to call that out as well. Everybody can get it. This is an equal opportunity show, okay? Everybody can get it. Let me get on Huda. She has gotten on my nerves. She is not a girl's girl. I do not like how she treats the women who she thinks Jeremiah may be interested in. I think her insecurities make her a bad friend. I also do not like how she uses her child for sympathy to manipulate people so that they can stay away from her relationship or give her leeway in her relationship due to the fact that she is caring for a small child. However, in this episode, I was on her side for a lot of things. All she asked for Jeremiah to do was more. And I don't think that anything is wrong in that relationship. And here's the thing. If Jeremiah doesn't want to be with her, if Jeremiah doesn't want to be locked down like he is, if he doesn't want Huda to feel so intensely about him, then he needs to set boundaries, not just with his words, with his actions. And he is not doing that. So she is made to believe that this relationship is somewhere where it probably isn't with him. That is not on her. He is a grown adult. If he wants to slow it down, give himself some space, move at a different pace, open himself up, then he can do that. He's not doing that with her, and he is making her believe that this relationship is more than what it is. Because if this relationship is not more than what it is, why are you showering with this girl? Why are y'all, playing little games with y'all genitalia? You know what I mean? All of those things are leading her to believe that there is something more in this relationship. I don't think that she would just be doing these things with you just to do them, unless she cares for you and wants to be intimate with you, because there is some safety and care there and some longevity that she believes this relationship has. All she asked was for the dude to do just a bit more. And listen, is she a victim of comparing her relationship and looking at how the other guys are treating the other girls? Absolutely, we all do it, right? If she was thinking clearly, she would have seen that Taylor was doing all that stuff for Alandria to appease Ace, and that Ace was doing all that stuff for Shelly to get Shelly to not be so connected to Austin. It was all a slickster move. They both had ulterior motives. None of that stuff that they were doing was because they love the girls, or they want to treat their women right, or they want to make them feel special and wanted. It's all manipulation and game tactics. But she's not in her right mind. So she's seeing a yoga date. She's seeing a quick salsa lesson, and she's like, "Oh, these guys are making an effort." No, they're manipulating the women that they're with, or that they want to be with. But she can't see that because she's looking through envious eyes, right? So anyway, she's looking at that and she's just like, well, Jeremiah isn't doing that for me, and I'm doing all this stuff for Jeremiah. Again, you don't have to do those things for Jeremiah. You want to do those things for Jeremiah, but Jeremiah also makes you believe that this relationship is in a different place than where he actually believes it is. So of course you would do those things because you think that you and this man are locked in, right? So she's just like, he just do a bit more because, she's seen all these things happening with other people. And Jeremiah goes, wow. Like, she gets on his nerves. Like, she can say anything and he just has a reaction, and the response is like so nasty. And I'm just like, did she say this before? Did she say this multiple times? Or is this the first time you've ever heard it? Why is that your reaction? And he gets offended so quickly. He's so sassy with her. And he's like, wow, did you really just say that? Wow. Just do more? Can you? I didn't think that was a bad thing. I think that this is your partner communicating with you, that she just wanted you to be, more lovey-dovey with her, just show her a bit more. I did not think that she said anything bad. And what I hated was the fact that he weaponized her child against her, right? Because then Jeremiah, then he says to her, wow, I have really been processing a lot with you telling me that you have a child. What the hell does that have to do with you being a bit more affectionate? What does that have to do? I'm just, so much happening and I've had to process a lot. And you are expecting me to do more? Yeah. You can't multitask? Like, what was the problem? I did not think that what she said deserved that response from him. And I hated it because immediately as he said that about her child, you saw everything drained from her. And it bothered me because he knows that is an insecurity that she has as a young single mom dating in this season. And she's a part of a very conservative generation. So she already feels less than, and she has revealed to us, the viewers, how she feels about herself doing that, and the insecurities that she, being a mom, and the insecurities that she has while dating because men have rejected her because of her child. And if she revealed that to us, I know she revealed a bit more to him. So for him to put that back on her and say that back to her, nasty work. Nasty work. And everything drained from that girl, and she just stopped talking. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. She is not crazy. That man is leading her on. If he wants her to act differently, He needs to shut it down and set boundaries because she thinks they're moving at the same pace because they are. But he's telling his boys something different. I don't know if they're going to make it to Casa, y'all. I do not know if this couple is going to make it to Casa. All she said was, "Can you do more?" She was asking for a fake yoga date. Yikes! Yikes! Y'all can't even ask these men for more? Oh. See, this is why you got to close off the clam. Close off the clam. That's the most powerful muscle you have in the world. You better use it wisely, because y'all be giving it to these. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. And you get your feelings hurt when you allow that nut to enter you, and then he treats you like you don't even matter. Stop letting the devil open presents he never wrapped. They don't deserve it. I will say this. I'm loving how giddy Alandria is now that Jalen is in the house. I think he's bombshelling with the right reasons. Like, I like how Jalen came in and Alandria is just like, she has been so giddy since that boy got here that she was in a bed with Taylor, and Taylor was just like, "What are you laughing about? Why are you so happy?" He couldn't get himself together. He was just like, "So what's going on with you? You're just laughing and giddy," and she could not keep it together. I like what Jalen is doing to her. I like that she feels chosen. I like that. Sorry, Taylor. You might be leaving the villa for Jalen because he's doing what a bombshell should do. She got a fresh win, a new win. And I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she's finally getting the country boy that she wants, that is pursuing her. And Jalen is a country boy child coming from a small town of 1,000 people. And she's like, "Well, what do you do for fun?" He's just like, just sit back with the family, go over to my grandmom's house. And I'm like, oh, baby, we country. Go over to my grandma's house, just kick it with the family. And she likes it. She's like, "Yeah, I like a country boy like that." I will say, Alandria, I don't know you personally. I've been on your Instagram, and I feel like you do like a country boy, but you like a country boy with a little city in him. I don't see you chilling at the kickback at grandmom's house every weekend with Jalen. You gonna want to leave the country and do some traveling. Like, you want a cowboy, a country boy that got a little city in him and is also adventurous. So I don't think yet, it's still early, that Jalen is a good match for Alandria, but I think he's doing what a bombshell should do, because she is just giddy, and I like it. He got her thinking, and I like it. I absolutely like it. She's not so locked in on Taylor anymore, and I like that for her. She needs that. We need this for Shelly. We need this for Shelly. So Amaya, she sits down with Pepe, the conquistador, and we had a lot of conquistadors on this show, and she wants to see where he's at, because she's just like, "Oh God, thank you for Pepe. He's everything that I wanted." I will say I think they're a good match, but I don't think that Pepe has not expressed any interest in Amaya, so I'm not sure yet, but I do think that they are a good match, because Amaya finally met someone that talks more than her. And that conversation with Pepe, she couldn't get a word in. And I was like, "Oh, is this your perfect match?" He was asking her everything. "Where you from? How's your family? How do you like it over there? Oh, a New York girl. How's New York? Is it cold? Is it hot?" I'm like, "Pepe, let her answer." Slow down, baby. Let her answer. Their conversation was so quick because both of them, and then they started the Spanish content. I said, "Oh Lord, my God, today." But she's really, really feeling him, and I don't think he's feeling her. Lord Sierra, watch your back. Watch your back. Oh, we talked about it in the chat a bit, but I do want to talk about it a bit more here. So Huda, Lord, you're being too vulnerable. You're being too vulnerable. So Huda is in bed with Jeremiah, and she's just like, "Are you gonna, when we get out of here, are you gonna share your location with me? Because I've had a lot of people, hurt me, and I haven't been able to trust a lot of people." And I don't know if he answered, but I do know that he just started making out with her, and I'm like, "Oh my God, Huda, you're so young. I hate this for her. I hate this for her. Like, no shade, and not everybody is a hoe, but I just feel like this is like these are your whole years. Even with a kid, like these are your good whole years, and you just keep on trying to lock these men down. And I think she's trying to lock these men down because she wants a father in the home for her child. And I just think you should just focus on being a young mom and still like enjoy your 20s. But it's just so sad to see somebody so young learning for yearning for the affection and attention of a man at 24. I hate this for her. I hate this for her. You can't drop your daughter off at daycare and then go dance on bars at Coyote Ugly. I just I hate this for her. Is Coyote I'm dating myself. Is Coyote Ugly still open? What are the bars that the kids go to? Or do they do bars? I know they don't do clubs. Huh? I know they don't do clubs. Do they do bars? Like, what do the kids do? Let me know. I also will say this. Say what you want about her gameplay, but it's amazing. It's amazing. Iris cannot get any time with Jeremiah. Huda has her claws in that boy. And now that she is aware that somebody is looking at him, what does she do? Put a hickey on him. I wouldn't talk to Jeremiah either. I would not talk to him either. If I am going to like talk to somebody that I'm interested in, and he has a hickey on his neck, I'm done. Why would I even entertain that? I don't think she's playing the game, but she is absolutely marking her territory. Absolutely. Jeremiah's done for. I just feel like I don't, at this point, is there a bombshell that can go after him? Iris came in and immediately folded. I get it. I get it. The hickey would have did me in too. So I just don't think there will be a bombshell that can get him. If he was to get gotten, it's going to absolutely be at Casa. Here's the thing. What the hell is Jeremiah's type? Because the girl that he was dating before he got on the show, she was black, not an OG like myself. But I think she had two black parents. And maybe four black grandparents, and one of them being Creole. But she was black. Then we have him linking up with Huda. And then they sent in Amaya, and then they sent in Iris. If a wasp can't break this man down, I don't know who can. I don't know who can. Maybe if the casa is full of wasps, then maybe that will happen. Or like, Latinas who look white at first glance. I mean, I know there are white Latinas, you know what I mean? Like white American Latinas. Y'all know what I mean? Hitler's dream. But I think Hitler's dream and Casa is the only thing that could steer him away. I don't think that he's going to allow his head to be turned in front of Huda. But Casa, if they make it to Casa, child, if they make it, because Huda and Jeremiah fight on everything. Like, it's like little fights. And I'm like, 10 days in and y'all fighting over pancakes? 10 days in and y'all fighting over pancakes. But here's the thing, Huda. I feel like Huda, with every answer that she has for every question that she has for Jeremiah, his actions give her an answer, right? Because she's asking him to do more for her. She is asking him for his location. She's trying to plan their life outside of the villa, wanting him to be more affectionate, wanting him to see her more. And he can't even make you a good pancake. Because I guarantee you he wouldn't have made pancakes like that for himself. Yes, it's a very small thing, but I think she needs to be looking at all of those actions and really taking it in, because he may tell you one thing, but how he treats you is how that man feels about you. If he is only interested in you when you guys are being intimate, if when you guys are not being intimate and he's around you and he's annoyed, if he's only annoyed with you when you guys aren't being intimate, mama, I think you got your answer. I think you got your answer, but for some reason, I just think she just ignores every red flag, and that's a personal problem. That is a personal problem. But I got how she felt about the pancakes. She was just like, "Oh, he didn't make the pancakes right." Here's the thing: I would not have involved Taylor in the pancakes. I don't think I would have done that because he felt some sort of way about that. But just tell him. But this is the thing. She did tell him, and he got annoyed with her. He was just like, "Oh, you're mad that I didn't make the pancakes right?" Yeah, she was hungry. Yes. Why can't she be a little upset that you ain't make the pancakes right? When you flipped that pancake and it was still jiggly, that it wasn't done. You don't know how to make a damn Japanese pancake. You wasn't making that for her. You flipped it over real quick because you just want to get it done and get it off the way. She's not a priority. So she said something about it, and I hate that she had to approach it in a lighthearted way because she don't want to set him off. It's 10 days. This is too intense. It's 10 days. This is too intense. But she could put a hickey on him, and she can lick his junk in some pleather pants, but he can't make a damn pancake. Oh, the bar is in hell. The bar. Oh, this is so sad. This is so sad. I will say, as a millennial, I'm so glad that we got to experience millennial men before they got red-pilled. My God, these red-pilled 40-year-olds, scary. It's scary out here. But baby, back in college, in them 20s, they were some fun boys. They were some fun boys. Now, yikes. Yikes, they're scary, but I just feel bad. Because this is what's out there for these ladies. Yikes on bikes. Y'all will never know what it's like to experience a good man because of YouTubers and Twitch streamers and podcasters. What a sad world we live in. Who was doing the hair in the villa? I couldn't get a picture of it, but Jeremiah's blowout, because I know he has that little sponge where he twisted, but who decided to give him a blowout? Who was doing the hair? Is it Ace? If it's Ace, oh, he's so messy. He is so messy. The blowout was a choice. I said, oh, we're playing with the hair. Okay, we're doing an afro. The Malcolm X glasses. What's going on, Jeremiah? Another identity has popped into the villa. What is going on? If Ace is doing the hair in the villa, he's messy. He is messy. So right after Huda and Jeremiah fight over pancakes, 10 days. 10 days we're in, guys. 10 days. Right after they fight with pancakes, Iris pulls Jeremiah for a chat. In the chat, she just realizes that it doesn't make any sense for her to pursue him, because he's just like, yeah, you can talk to me. Yeah, no, it's fine. Like, we're open. No, we're not. We're closed up. But no, we're not closed up. We're open. But yeah. I'm not gonna do anything to disrespect her, but I'll talk to you. I'll get girl. And he's sitting there with a whole hickey. She was just like, I'm good on him. I'm good on him. And what does she do? She waddles over to low-hanging fruit. The Negro. And Ace is just receptive. He look at Iris. So embarrassing. Were they like this in the 60s? Oh God, this is so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. But he was just like all over it. And you could tell that she's not into him. Guys, I don't know what y'all are seeing. She does not want Ace. She needs to stay on the show. Jeremiah was her sure thing. She thought for sure when Jeremiah saw her, he was going to go right after her. It did not work. She went after Nick. She realizes Nick is just, he's all over the place. His head can turn any which way. He's not a sure thing. But she knows who will always be a sure thing for her, black man. So she ran to evil Raz B, and he just giddy. And she was like, all right, I'm going to go to the sauna. Like, okay. Like, she's like, oh, she talked to him for enough, saw that he was, falling for her little flirtation. She was like, oh, got him. Another one on the plantation. Anyway, so after she was done, securing her spot with Ace, she was done with him, but he was still, Iris, I can't believe it. Black women deserve better. We deserve better. We are too smart and powerful for the men we're stuck with. My God, today. Pepe shocked me. I will say this, because when he came in, didn't seem like he was like all into Hannah, but he's pursuing Sierra hard. He is pursuing her hard. He pulled both Hannah and Sierra aside. But Sierra, he was like really into it. Like, I felt like when he sat down with Hannah, Hannah was the one who was like more like, I felt like she was more pursuant. We will get into Hannah and Charlie. Poor guy. But anyway, when he sat down with Sierra, I'm glad that he pursued her the way that he pursued her, because finally Sierra started to open up a bit to him. And like, just was more receptive to him. And I think she was closed off a bit, one, because she's trying to make it work with Nick, who ain't making it work with nobody, right? But also because she didn't think that he was her type. And listen, we hear this a lot. We hear this a lot, and from a lot of women are saying this, and then a lot of you guys are saying like, oh, she isn't his type, that's not his type, or that's not her type. Let me tell you something. A beautiful, confident woman who is successful or appears to be successful, or is somebody who will achieve some kind of success, just has it on them, just has success on them. A woman like that will always be attractive to a man. Here's why. Men date up than any other species. They date up, they marry up. Every woman that they get with is an upgrade to them. And they're always looking up for a partner, whether they admit it or not, right? So I hated that she was like, oh, I didn't think that I was your type. I'm like, Sierra, you're stunning. You're stunning. You're educated. You're highly educated. We know you playing dumb on this show. Great personality. You're every man's type. I want y'all to stop selling yourself short. Please. For men? You don't stop selling yourself short. Oh my God. Look at the material from women in general. You are the prize. You are the prize. Stop selling yourself short. But he was like, yeah, you're my type. I really, And she's like, what is your type? He was like, you. And she was like, oh, really? Shocked. Looking the way she looks. Shocked. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. So she opened up a bit to him. She opened up to him a bit more. And I want her to explore that. Don't let Nick feel comfortable ever. Explore that, CC. You deserve to be pursued. You know what? I'm gonna put Sierra up there with Shelly and Alandria. I want her to be pursued, and I think Pepe will do that. The only issue is Hannah. My God, today she wants him. She wants him. I mean, like the first time y'all link up, you start riding this man and kissing him. Pepe was a little shocked, but I love how Pepe is coming in and bombshelling. I'm gonna give the guys their 10s. I'm gonna give Pepe and Jalen their 10s. For me, I think they're both attractive men. For me, I'm a woman from the Philadelphia inner city, a Black American woman from the Philadelphia inner city. I have a certain kind of type. Okay. So I was looking for a certain bombshell, and it wasn't Pepe and Jalen. I will say I do like how Pepe and Jalen are coming in and pursuing the women that need to be pursued. I love it because Pepe went to go talk to Hannah while Charlie was making guacamole. He came in the kitchen and he looked at Charlie and he said, I need for you to go because me and her got to talk about something. And Charlie was just like, mate, I'm not getting out of here. I'm making guacamole. You got to leave. So Pepe was just like, oh, okay, I'll go. Hannah, you good? We're going? Let's go. So he takes her and Hannah's like, oh my God. So he takes Hannah and they go and talk. But like, you know, Hannah is really leading with the affection. She just hops on him and starts kissing him, and I'm like, yikes! I thought you and Charlie were locked in. I thought you and Charlie were locked in, girl. What's going on? Because like Hannah's a bombshell, so I'm like, she's playing the game, and then Pepe comes in and he throws her game off. I think Hannah was playing a game with Charlie, but she's really attracted to Pepe. I think that might be her type, especially when he said he played ball overseas. She gives me basketball wife. So I don't know. I feel like with Pepe, Hannah's not playing a game. I think she's just really, really attracted to him. So we'll see. We will see. But I didn't see this coming. But I really want Pepe and Sierra to have something because Sierra deserves. I do not dislike him. I dislike the way he treats Alandria. Taylor does not pursue Alandria until Ace tells him. Because Jalen, the entire time he's there, he's pulling Alandria for a chat, letting her know that he is very interested in her. So Ace tells Taylor, boy, you in trouble. Oh, you in a lot of trouble because the cowboy, he coming after her. The country boy, he coming after her. And Ace is just like, oh, what'd I do? So so Ace gives him advice on like how to pursue Alandria. And I'm just like, Taylor, I don't think you need advice on how to pursue who you want. Like, I think you just go after the person that you want. I just don't think he wants Alandria. I don't think that he cares that she's being pursued. I think the only time he cares is when Ace or Nick tells him, because they're just like, dude, you could be going home. I think that all of those guys conspired to go to the end together. I think Taylor, Ace, and Nick have conspired to all make it to the end together. And that's why they are all involved in each other's relationships, each other's coupling, right? They're all involved in the dates. They're all involved in the counseling. They're all involved in chatting with the girls, because as soon as the ladies start to pull away, all of a sudden Nick, Ace, or Taylor is going to one of them and being like, well, he really feels you. He really likes you. He just got a hard way of showing it. Like I think all three of them have been like, yo, we're all going to go to the end with this. That's why they're all working and trying to help out in each other's relationships. But I don't like that unless Ace tells him or Nick encourages him, he doesn't go after Alandria. And that's why I like Jalen, because he is showing what you're supposed to do when you're interested in someone. And Taylor knows that. He's just not interested in Alandria. And I honestly do not think that it is because of her skin color. I think it's because she's just miles ahead of him. I will go as far as to see him as being intimidated by Alandria, because Alandria can be very intimidating to a man that does not feel like he can keep up with her. That's why I like Jalen. Jalen ain't intimidated. He wants her. He's going after her. But for somebody like Taylor, who like Alandria is just so wise, so mature, such a freaking baddie, he don't know what to do with all that. Did y'all know that Taylor was a model? Look on his Instagram. He got all these modeling pictures. I'm like, oh, okay. Not for nothing, when I heard that he was a model, I was like, what is he modeling? Gloves? But then I went to his Instagram and I was like, oh, okay. There were some really nice modeling pics. And I was just like, oh, I would have never thought, because they pegged him as like this cowboy. But I'm like, is that really who he is? Or that's just the image that they gave him for the show? We will see, child. We will see. But I just don't like it. I do not like. He just goes after her, and oh, what are you cheesing for? Oh, let me just do this to you. Oh, you don't like her. You're not attracted to her. It's a friendship coupling. Let's just leave it at what it is. And honestly, I think Alandria feels the same way. They're forcing it. This is Austin and Shelly 2.0. 2.0. Yeah, again, Pepe and Jalen, my last thoughts, Pepe and Jalen are not the bombshells that we wanted, not because they're not attractive. We were just looking for a certain Steve, a certain Steve. Y'all know what I said. I wanted a fitted, I wanted him to walk in heavy. I wanted him to walk in heavy with a fitted, a gold chain, maybe some bottom grills. Walking out sagging, cymbals dragging. That's what I wanted to walk up in there. Again, I am a black woman from the Philadelphia inner city. So I got a certain thing that I want to walk up in the villa. But I'm glad that these men walked in, because for me, they weren't the bombshells that I wanted, but they're the bombshells that the villa needed. These boys are pursuing the woman that they want, and they're men, and that's what we need. That's all I have to say about this review. What do you guys have to say? Guys, we have 251 people in the chat. At one point, we had 263. I know it's late. Go to bed. But please make sure you like the video. Your likes help the YouTube algorithm recommend me to other people, and it helps your girls' channel grow. And I am doing this because I have a great time with you guys, but it would be nice to grow a bit. I ain't gonna hold you. So thank you all so much. Please make sure you like the video. I'm going to get my next super chat, and that is from Poliva Girl. Poliva Girl, thank you so much. Poliva Girl said, "Hey Nikki, just want to say Jerry Boy Jeremiah should not be canceled because Huda is manipulative, and I don't even like him no more. Love your chat and input. Thank you so much." Here's the thing. I agree with you. I don't think that we should cancel him, because I do think that Huda is applying a lot of pressure, and also she is not looking at the red flag. She's ignoring the red flags, and she's not seeing the signs. I do think that Jeremiah is also responsible and plays a part in that relationship as well, because he doesn't set boundaries, and he allows a lot of things to be done that he doesn't agree with, and he doesn't say it. And I think he doesn't say anything because I think he's playing the game. And I'm telling you right now, when them votes come back and America voted for Huda and Jeremiah to break up, that's when he's going to wake up. Because we talked about this before, and I said all Jeremiah needs to know is if America does not like him and Huda together, he's going to switch up expeditiously. And I think that's what's going to happen, because I think in his mind, when they say they want him with Iris, he's going to be like, oh, America is seeing something, and they don't like us together, and I can't win with Huda. Watch, he is going to switch up. Let me get some comments. I want to get some older comments, and then I'll get into the most recent ones. Tasia1222 said, "I am having a hard time believing Taylor, to be honest. I wish I can ship him and Alandria, but it's rough when Ace is constantly in his ear. Is he stepping up his game because he likes Alandria, or to please Ace?" He's stepping up his game, Tasia, to please Ace. That's what it is. But we've had this all the time on Love Island. And like I said before, the reality dating shows, we always have this with the men fall in love with each other, right? And it's always really hard for them to like give the same affection that they're giving to each other to the women. And for some reason, Ace, the youngest of the group, is the leader of the pack. Him and Nick. Like, Nick is the wisdom, Ace is the leader, and I think Ace is just the leader because of his swag. That just normally happens with Black men, especially Black American men. just because there's a certain kind of influence and swag that they have that people just gravitate to. So I think that's what's happening here. Taylor doesn't have that same kind of swag because Taylor is more of a country southern country cowboy, and that's not as popularized as the kind of swag that Ace is representing. And I think that everybody just follows that because that is considered cool. So because of that, he is the leader of the group, but Nick is also the wisdom because Nick also exudes a sort of coolness. And I think that just comes from, his community. And I think a lot of people in his community are Black American men. Rain says, unrelated, but did you see Lydia and Milton are getting divorced? Yes. I honestly cannot believe they lasted this long. I'm gagged they got married. I'm gagged. But I'm not gagged that he was terrible to her. I watched the show. Hey, Maureen. Maureen said, America, please pick Nick or Jeremiah to couple up with Iris. Why reward Ace for his bad behavior? Please, America. I don't think he's going to get it. But again, this is what we want, guys. The producers have the final say. They have the final say. Okay, thank you, Ice Macchiato. Ice Macchiato said, for algorithm purposes, I number how they are in Peacock. Okay, I got another one for Peacock. I go with how Peacock does it too. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of votes for Peacock, so that's what I'm going to do, guys. Moving forward, I'm going to number these episodes the way Peacock does it. So this one, I think, will be episode 10. I want to change it when I get out of here. So I want to change them all back to how Peacock has numbered them, and we're just going to go with that because I see a lot of you guys are saying go for Peacock. Robin said, I don't believe Ace is interested in Iris. He just wanted Shelly to see him laughing and chatting with Iris. He is doing what he does best, antagonizing. I think Ace thinks that he's playing a great game, but he's not. The frontal lobe is so important. Like, and this is the thing. I'm going to give it to him, right? Because shout out to those of you who are watching me who are 22. And shout out to those who are watching me who are no longer 22. You remember that age? You couldn't tell us nothing. You couldn't tell me nothing. Girl. First of all, that's when I was like living in New York City. So I was hella fly. I had great metabolism. You couldn't tell me nothing at 22. I knew everything. So he thinks that he is playing this great game. He thinks he has all the pieces together. He thinks he's running it. He has no idea that we're all watching him like you are playing a horrible game. But that's the beauty of being 22. So I'm going to let him have it. Because I remember that. I remember them years. Child. Just arrogant. What a time. You couldn't tell me nothing. Love Like You Are said, Huda asking Jeremiah in bed if he would share his location with her is when everyone is trying to get some sleep. Like, enough. But, listen. The girl has been through some things. Indigo Girl said, hey, Nikki and everybody. Nikki, what are you drinking? It looks so good. Oh, it's Trader Joe's pink drink. It's really good. I normally get their green drink, but I got their pink drink because I'm in like a pink mood. I don't know. I'm in like a pink mood. Oh my God. Am I going to be? Oh, you're not going to see my outfit tomorrow. My Miami outfits have been so cute. But I'm like, I'm in a pink season, right? A pink week. So that's why I just got it. I was just like, why not? Let me get the pink drink. And it's really good. It's really, really good. I think when I get back to LA, I'm going to get it. I'm going to add it to, my smoothie, my pink smoothie. B. Nichols said, I'm going to add it to my knockoff Hailey Bieber smoothie. B. Nichols said, Huda strikes me as a stereotypical bridezilla. Absolutely. I think she gives me spoiled. I think she's very spoiled in her family. Miss Afro Majestic said, someone said on TikTok that Jeremiah looks like Brock from, oh my. It's the eyebrows. Miss Lou said Ola and Jalen and then Pepe and Amaya need to stay no matter what. Oh, keep the bombshells. Keep up. My $6 ponytail has been getting me through. I had all these hairstyles that I was going to do here in Miami, but let me tell you something. This humidity ain't no joke. I'm not doing nothing. I was going to do all these hairstyles. I wore all this hair, all these clip-ins, and I say, yeah, it's not going to, I'm doing a ponytail. It's too hot. It's too hot. How do people do it? Shout out to Florida. I get it now. I get why y'all vote the way y'all vote. Y'all stressed out and angry. Because that's what I've been. This heat, this weather's crazy. But the thing about it is, I don't know. I think it's because I'm still in America. I could take this weather on like a tropical island. You know what I mean? Like if I was in Jamaica, I'd be cool. I'd be fine with this weather. Maybe it's the fact that I'm still in America with this mess. Maybe that's what it is. Hey, Melron. Melron said, hey, Nikki, I voted Ola and Jalen, Ace and Iris to get him away from Shelly and Pepe. Oh, I love that you guys are hyping up Pepe and Sierra. Sierra needs that love. Ice Macchiato said, we need more dates. Love Island is always stingy with the dates. This would have been a good episode to have a date. I agree. Zora said, I think including After the Sun episodes is the numbering, if the numbering is better, because if someone new wants to watch the correlating live episodes, they may be confused and click off, go off of what Peacock puts. Got it. We're going to go with Peacock. Kaylee said, I get why Jeremiah has the ick, but also her complaints about the food and being romantic isn't that hard, but it's obvious you're falling out of like with her Buki. Absolutely. Yes, Simply Jess, thank you so much for being here. B. Nickel said there is some serious dislike between Ace and Amaya. I don't think Ace has ever been checked like that by a woman before. Excuse me. I don't think that's ever happened to him. Or if it's happened to him, I think he definitely gives me that guy that's just like, oh, the dark-skinned girls in school bullied me. No, they checked you for your stupidity. They checked you they're the only ones that had the cojones to call you out on your mess, and you don't like it. That's what it is. She checked him, and she did not let him play her, and now Ace is playing victim. Thank you. It actually is my fave. It actually is my fave. Listen, Hannah's a bombshell. No shade. I'm not really concerned about her right now. Let's get the OGs and the right coupling. Lilia, hey, said, why is no one talking about how if Ace treated Amaya the way he will treat any woman that way, no matter how romantic he's being with her at the moment? Ladies, we got to be wiser. I think nobody's clocking Ace because everybody is just ready for him to go. It's like he's good TV. He's going to stick around for a minute, but I feel like after Ace made that choice in picking Amaya and not Shelly, everybody checked out from him. He like just ruined it for himself in the villa. Like America no longer cares. He was the main character. Not anymore. Rain said, Hannah is my girl. Loved her since she came in. She seems fun and she's chaotic. Yeah, she's good TV. She's good TV. It was a choice with the Malcolm X glasses. It was a choice. I said, oh, Afro, you? Hey, Sheila. Sheila said, what if these bombshells are going to break up Nick and Sierra? Listen, I don't know who it's going to be. But the bombshells, the male bombshells are bombshelling. We're going to see what the ladies going to do. City said, Huda is doing too much time for her to go home. Child, she might be. But she's childish, guys. She's childish. She's a 24-year-old mom and a 19-year-old when she's child-free. She's stunted. Ashley said, I take back all my Jalen slander. Please forgive me. Same. Zora said, can you explain why Ace won't couple with Shelly but intends to make them in-game? Because Ace thinks he's putting on a show. He's producing himself. and everybody in the villa. He like Ace is ghost producing. You know, we hate that when we see that on the housewife shows. He's ghost producing. So Ace is doing this cat and mouse thing with Shelly. And then, like I'm telling you guys, then when he decides, when he realizes there's like about 3 or 4 weeks left in the show, he's going to make a move and really buckle down on Shelly and like be very lovey-dovey with her. Then right before Casa, he's gonna ask Shelly to be his girlfriend. Then he's gonna mess up at Casa. Him and Shelly are gonna have this knockdown, drag-out fight, and then he's going to plead his love for her, and they're gonna get back together. And at the end, they're gonna win it all. That's what he thinks is going to happen. He's ghost producing, and he's doing a terrible job. Maureen said, I think Ace is playing the game again to make. Yes. Yes. Rain said, Jalen, all right. He looks too old to me. She can do better, but he appears to really like her and vice versa. Here's the thing. You got to use what you got to get what you want. And right now, Jalen is in the villa, and I like how he's pursuing her. So let's see. She seems to be receptive. YouTuber user said, I voted Jeremiah, Ola, and Hannah too. We need a bombshell for Shelly. She's too pretty for Ace and Austin. Ace is only after her because there's no one else for him. I agree. Yeah, they were shaking the villa up. That's what they were there to do. They did their job. Janelle said, when Jalen said he lived in Augusta, Georgia, it all made sense. That's where I am, and the men here definitely look like Jalen. I think I'm telling you guys, it is the swag. I was about to say you. We all are attracted to East Coast and West Coast swag. Atlanta, like the South has their own kind of swag, especially Atlanta, but it's still like heavily East Coast influence. So that's what is been made attractive. And I have to be honest with you, that has been made attractive since hip hop has become mainstream. And so that is like what a lot of people, that's what gets us going. The juice is flowing. So that's what it is. I feel like if Jalen had like a tight shape up and a fitted and a gold chain and bottom grills, and if he walked a certain way, and if he had that Southern, like he has that drawl, but if he had it like real thick and like what am I trying to say? Thick and phonetic, you know what I mean? Like if it was something like that, I feel like everybody would be looking at him differently. But he came in like a church boy. He came in with his Easter Sunday's best, and y'all not feeling it. But I feel like if he dressed a certain way and acted a certain way, y'all would be into him. Y'all would be into him. It's all in the styling. It is all in the styling. I feel like Casa Amor has to eat. Casa Amor has to eat because of everything that we have gone through. It just, they have to outdo themselves. Rain said, the new guy seems to really like Sierra. I love that for her. Me too. Miss Hughes said, I also went to Cal State Fullerton, so I feel Hannah in the Bombshell connection. He does not give me, Pepe does not give me Cal State Fullerton. I was like, oh, interesting. Janelle said, Austin don't even make Shelly breakfast, but he's always the first one eating. He normally does. Guys, he makes her breakfast. That colonizer makes her breakfast. Mr. Hughes said, so I didn't understand there was another comment. Mr. Hughes said, I thought Jeremiah was already giving her too much, so I didn't understand what Huda was talking about. Huda was looking at other people's relationships, and she was comparing where her and Jeremiah are. She feels like he should have been doing more since the couples who aren't as tight as they are doing all of these things. But she doesn't realize that the boys were doing that to just manipulate the woman. They were not, Ace and Taylor were not doing the things that they were doing because they really like the girls that they're pursuing. They were doing it because Ace has concocted this scheme of him Taylor and Nick going all the way to the end, and like he has planned all of this out. So this was just going according to Ace's plan. But Huda don't know that. So she's looking at that and she's like, oh my God, they're doing meditation dates and they're doing all of this stuff for the girls. And me and you are like the mom and dad of the villa, and you've done nothing for me. She got in her head about her relationship. And, Jeremiah responded big and tall. And when Pepe said that he was the shortest on his team, I said, let's see the roster. Let's see the roster. I need to see these teammates. Rain said Jeremiah is going to weaponize that kid. It's going to be painful to watch. Honestly, absolutely. And I think he's going to do that when he's going to try to break up with her, when he realizes that America does not think that they are a strong or good couple. Pepe said, Mr. Hughes said Pepe has his own business, work with kids, and is an ex-ball player. A man, not a TikTok star. That's what we asked for, guys. That's what we asked for. Maureen said Ace does like Shelly. He's just playing the game again. I agree. I think that Shelly is the only girl that Ace likes more than everybody else in the house. But again, this is his game plan, and it's a terrible game plan. I got another super chat from Polyba Girl. From Brittany. Hey, Brittany, thank you so much. Brittany said, I came late, but does everyone else see Shelly with Ace and Iris? With Shem? Who's Shem? Are you talking about Shelly? With Ace and Iris. He seems real natural with her. Shelly girl, you fitting to be in a square. Forget a triangle. I don't really think that Ace and Iris have anything going on. I think that Iris is just trying to stay in the game. Smart girl. Spitzy said, I don't think Huda made sense because whenever he tells her his boundaries, she continues to do the same behavior and she expects change overnight. I will agree with you there. I do think that he has constantly mentioned that she treats him like a kid. She needs to let him breathe. But I also think Jeremiah being intimate with her is also confusing the situation, because you saying that you need this, you saying that she treats you like a kid and you want to get some space from her, but then you're like being intimate with her, and that's confusing the situation. So you can't have your cake and eat it too, boy. It's the hair. You know what? Again, I'm black, so it's not my thing. And some other girls like Hannah loves it, but the hair is going so many different directions. It's going this way. The bottom is going this way. Then the sides are going this way. Then the top is like, I need him to find a direction for the hair or buzz it. I think he's probably pulling it forward because he's losing some of it. But I feel like he would be hot bald. I think he has the features to be hot bald, but he's in his 20s. I don't think nobody wants to be bald in their 20s. Like, I understand. The poor guy. Yeah, he's a sweetie. He might be a little too sweet for Alandria, but for now, I'll allow it. Mr. Hughes said Alandria is way too good for anyone on that show. Her DMs are going to be flooded. Let me tell you something. Her DMs are already flooded. I know them blue checks are in that girl's DMs going crazy. This is not the last we're going to see of Alandria. My God. Yasmin said, I feel like Shelly would have given Ace a chance when they met if she was interested. I don't think she really likes neither guy. Well, here's the thing. I don't think she was interested in him like that, right? Because Shelly said that she stopped like conversing with him because she's just like, I'm not coming out to LA and he's not making an effort to come out to New York. So it's a waste of my time because Shelly has a roster. In real life, she got a roster, and I know she got a nice rotation, right? So she was like, why am I bothered with him when I got all these people over here trying to get with me? Like, it's a waste of my time. But in the villa, she's going to try to make something of it because that's how she can stay on the show. But I think the feeling is mutual. I don't think there's any real love connections here. Even with Huda and Jeremiah, I think they're both delusional. Brown and Beautiful 75 Work said, well, Alandria should go with Nick since he raised his hand about, oh, y'all are going to ship that until it happens. Hey, Mika Meeks. Mika Meeks said the producers could be a bit more creative with challenges, dates, and add more bombshells too. I agree, a bit more creative with the challenges. I think we need more dates and we need more male bombshells. Hey, Shanae. Shanae said, I can never understand what Jeremiah is saying. He mumbles so much. He absolutely does. I think he has a stutter. Mr. Hughes said, all the other girls on the show are naturally beautiful without any makeup. Oh, they look so much better without makeup. When they put on makeup, it ages them. A fresh face, they look age appropriate. Mr. Hughes said, the new girl is not doing it for me. She is homely. Oh my goodness. I know that LA 25 will be so hurt to hear that she's homely. My God, today. Hey, So Seth. Thank you for being here. Sarah said, Nikki, if you were on the season, which man would you couple up with? Nick. I will couple up with Nick because I think that Nick is like a nice guy and he's neutral. And I think that he will be a fun coupling because he's chill, right? He's chill. He's fun. He has a good rapport with everybody on the show. I would absolutely couple up with him till a big dog arrived to that villa. And I will cut him loose. Cut him loose. If they sent me a Cinco, bye, Nick. Celeste said, I feel like if we aren't getting more outside the villa dates, we at least need more outside the villa challenges. I agree. I agree. Obviously, me said Nick Alandria sort of snuck his way into tonight's episode. Nick looked a little jealous that he wasn't the one giving Ola a cheek kiss. Listen, you guys, that may happen. That may happen because you guys want this to happen. Sarah said, I think any of these girls would be annoyed by Jeremiah, though, if he acted towards them like he does to Huda, like no plan dates, easily annoyed by her. And I think she feels like she's giving so much, she should get more back from him. And she tried to, I give it to her. She tried to communicate that with him, and he did not like it. Oh, let me tell you something. Hannah, hold on, I'm trying to get this comment. Hannah is having a hot girl summer in the villa. She's having a good time. She's having a good time. Katie said, if Jeremiah and Huda keep having disagreements, then Iris might slip in easily, and that will be juicy TV. Here's the thing. I don't think she'll be able to slip in because I think that Jeremiah is going to play it safe in front of her. I think at Casa is when he's going to break out. I think Jeremiah is going to have a breakout in Casa like Bella did on episode 2. Okay, and let's have fun. Let's have fun. I like her. I like it. She has a good time. Zora said, I also think Sierra's attracted to Pepe. He doesn't have game. She asked him, what kind of girl are you looking for? And he said you, and she rolled her eyes. Yeah, he needs to do better there. But I think it's working. I think it's working. I think Sierra and Nick have good, like, educated conversations. I think outside of that, I don't think they have great conversations. I think Pepe and Sierra have better flirty conversations. Let me. Oh, did I get that one? Follower girl said, okay, fine, Nikki. I do like the ka-ching. Thank you for the super chat. Let me get a few more, then I'm going to let y'all go. Jeremiah, are you in the chat? Listen, she makes breakfast for him every morning. He can't make her a good pancake. Come on, y'all. Come on. Um, oh, he is. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. He is pacing himself because he knows like he can't snap on her because Huda is such a crybaby. It just won't look good for him. It won't look good for him. Cindy said, Huda's coming off as desperate. Jeremiah was never in it for real. He is for the streets. Listen, when you're right, you're right. Melron said if he doesn't like that she has a child, he can let her go, but he hasn't because he wants to pin all the problems on her. Just say you want to explore. She's not holding a gun to his head. Absolutely. But then he can't have his cake and eat it too. He can't explore and then be all up in her guts in the shower. That's the thing. That's my issue with Jeremiah. It's just like, listen, yes, the girl is coming on strong, but you're playing into it. You are playing into it. Kaylee said the asking for more wasn't wrong, but I think she was already complaining about breakfast. So I think it just ticked him off more. To be honest, they're always fighting. Yeah. Which means that they need to let this relationship go. They fight over everything. It's the littlest things. Y'all 10 days in and y'all fighting over pancakes. Let it go. Let it go. Silky said, wait, but the breakfast stuff was diabolical. Talking about another man should not make my breakfast. And where's my protein? This was undercooked. This is the thing. They're fighting over little things because they are annoying each other. I think outside of physicality, they are both realizing they are not a good match. But they done locked in so hard, they got to make it work. KD said there was a scene where season 5 winner Hannah asked Marco to do more and she just wanted more effort. He didn't love it, but he took it and did better. If Jeremiah, period. If he liked her, he would. Melron said exactly. Jeremiah had no problem being practically closed off in the beginning to try and win the game. Now he can't stand her and it's all Huda's fault. I don't think so. It's giving Ace and Amaya. Spency said Huda is constantly hounding him, and when he asks for something, she doesn't change. She expects things overnight. In a relationship, that's not a lot to ask, but for Love Island, no. I think Alandria likes being chased. What woman doesn't? What woman doesn't? And Taylor just is not doing that, and here goes Jalen. It feels good. It feels good, so I'm gonna let her have it. I'm going to let her have it. Katie said Alandria seemed happy when Jalen said he spent Sunday at his grandma's cookout. I just want my girl happy. Yeah, I just don't think that that's something she's going to want to do every weekend. And I think that's what Jalen does every weekend. She likes a country boy, but I think Jalen is country. I don't know if she wants all of that. But I like them. I really, really do like them together. She loves herself some Pepe. She ain't never blushed like that with Charlie. Jasmine said, if Taylor wants to stay, he better start building a relationship with Amaya. Yeah, I think him and Alandria are done. I don't think he's going to be able to get her back. I like them too. I don't think that Taylor's going to be able to get Alandria back. You know, the minimal effort that Jalen is putting in is more than Taylor has done, anything that he has done. Well, here's the thing. We don't know yet if the men have tainted Amaya to Pepe. We don't know because they are working hard to ruin her image in the villa because Ace don't like her. Hannah said Amaya attracts black men with low racial self-esteem. Absolutely. That's why she thought it was going to be so easy with Ace. And when she found it difficult that not only she couldn't lock him in, that his affection was towards a black woman, she had a whole problem because that's probably not her norm. The conquistadors don't like the Amayas. See, I didn't want to say it because that's not my culture, but I was just like, I don't think you the kind of Latina he want. I don't. But I won't say that about Pepe because he's really locked in on Sierra. Katie said Huda's comments about no protein in the pancake undercooked seemed to hit Jeremiah harder after he said in the pie pucker challenge that Huda stay complaining even when he brings 2 plates of breakfast. I get you, but I also am just like, she makes that boy breakfast every day too. Like, they go back and forth. I just think that he's just annoyed. He wants to get out of this. Jeremiah is realizing he locked himself into something and he wants to get out of it. He's stressed out now. I'm telling you, he's just like Ace. He played his hand with this game and he went after somebody who is a little too locked in. Same thing with Ace. Amaya got locked in real quick. And Ace was just like, no, not like this. Why you want to cuddle? What's going on? But I mean, why wouldn't she want to cuddle with you with the speech you gave her? See, these boys ain't innocent. These boys are not innocent. I think, Rain, I think Amaya can't take a hint because I don't think Amaya is used to rejection. Mia, what's up? Mia says she ticked me off with that late night conversation in the bed. Like, girly, why are you constantly questioning him about stuff? Because she's highly insecure. But guys, when she came in the show, she said that. She said that she was very scared to reveal that she's a mom because a lot of men do not want to date her because of it. So she becomes insecure about that and probably a lot of other things. Especially being a single mom trying to date at 24, that's huge. That is huge. Not a lot of people her age have children. Some do, but like they're all not in the same community. It's going to be very hard to find people her age who are parents. Shelby said Ace was completely military. Yeah, if she's on the military base, she can, and her baby daddy is military. So that, in her world, that probably made sense then. But now you get out of the military world, and everybody's just like, "You're 24 with a kid. What the hell is going on?" That's a lot. Shelby said Ace was completely spent with Iris, but has been smug with everyone else. Guys, remember, he was like that with Amaya. He was like that with Amaya. And then switched on her overnight. Hey, Celeste. Celeste said, I hope that if Pepe gets voted to be with Hannah or Sierra, Amaya doesn't go off on them like she did Shelly. We don't know with Amaya. She's a wild card. Our girl Amaya is a wild card. Kaylee said, Huda probably shouldn't have said that about the location. It kind of shows how vulnerable she is and maybe shouldn't have been on the show. I agree. Denise said, colors getting passed on for colorism is a sad day, child. Is a sad day. Macy, what's up? Macy said, Huda is super insecure and she needs someone that's not coming on the show like this, honestly. I hope she can find herself. I absolutely think that Huda will find herself much later in life. Much later in life. For right now, she's insecure, single mom, trying to just figure out life. Like, can you imagine without a kid, right? At this age, you're highly insecure because you're just trying to figure life out. And she has to figure life out for her and another person who's depending on her for everything. Listen, the girl, she got a lot going on. She absolutely does. I honestly think, I could be wrong, but this happens a lot. Her and that baby daddy might find each other again. This happens a lot, especially when the breakup happens very, very young. They go back and forth for a minute. Until they're just like, you know what, we're not good for each other. But they are both very, very young. And so it might be some back and forth. You never know. I actually liked Huda, Mr. Hughes. I actually thought that, her and Shelly and Alandria were going to be PPG 2.0. And then Huda just got real weird. The crying every 5 seconds. My God. And the insecurity. I don't like how she treats other women, especially women who she is intimidated by. I don't like it because these women are just being beautiful and existing, and she is just tearing them down. And I'm like, do you want to have friends? Girl, this is not the way to go. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I don't be in them clubs no more. I'm a lounge girl now to my big age. So I don't know if y'all be in them clubs like that. But that, are y'all in the clubs like millennials? Because, baby, did y'all have teen clubs? We had teen clubs. We had to, if you're from Philly, you remember Club Shampoo? Egypt? We was in them clubs. We had Wu-Tang clubs. Did y'all have them? Baby. Dancing so hard. A time was had in business casual. Mia Smith said, I need someone to really step up to Huda and show her that her man can really get took. Irish tried. Irish tried. And Huda put a hickey on Jeremiah. I don't know who can do it. That's why I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think another bombshell is going to come in for Jeremiah. I think they're going to send all of Jeremiah's bombshells to Casa. Cindy said Huda is coming off as desperate. Jeremiah was never in it for real. We got that one. He is definitely for the streets. Let's get some more current ones. Josie said Charlie should have continued to entertain Shelly. He was too quick to pull all his eggs and ditzy Hannah. If Charlie circles back to Shelly, I'm here for it. Love on her. She deserves. Kaylee said it's obviously Sierra is smarter than how she appears in the combo with Nick, but that could be because of Nick. And that just could be just because she's a woman. We all have to dumb ourselves down to talk to these men. I love y'all. I love the straight boys. I do. But my God, today, y'all making this generation work. Y'all making these generation work. My God, today. Hey, Katie. Katie said, Nikki, you seem so knowledgeable about relationship dynamics. I love your insight on these lies as a young, naive person. Oh, thank you for being here, Katie. Hopefully I can say the kids. I want to save the kids. Don't do what Nikki did. She's fun. Hannah is having a good time. Honestly, she gives me a lot of similarities to Nick because they're both here having fun. Everybody should be having fun. Huda has been crying since she stepped into the villa. Girl, you got what, 8 weeks away from your child? Have fun. You'll never have this again. You'll never have this again until she goes to college. Have fun. Enjoy this time. Why are you crying? I love Hannah in the villa because she's having fun. She is having fun. B. Nichols said, Hannah just out here making the rounds, putting in work. Listen, dipping in and doing it. I love watching her. I love it. Megan said, I want Sierra to export things to Pepe. They have better chemistry than her and Nick. I agree. And I love Nick. I love that boy. But he playing with Sierra. Cindy said Taylor is sweet, but a bit immature. I agree. I think he's a cutie. I think he's a sweetheart. He's too immature for Love Island. He's too immature. Megan said, I actually want Taylor off the island to see if he will pursue Bella. Word on the street is he has a girlfriend. And if he does, that would make sense. But also his ex is all over TikTok talking about him. She's acting like there's a door open. So who knows? I know when he gets out of there, he won't be single for long. He won't be single for long. But I do think that Bella was the perfect match for him in the villa. Yeah, it's so annoying. But I don't think he needs to be encouraged when it's the woman that he wants. Jasmine said, I think there are 3 types of islanders. The ones who want the money, the ones that want clout, and the ones that want love. Who do you think on that island wants love? Oh, Huda. Oh, she just wants to be accepted too. Oh, so sad. Zora said, I feel like Taylor should be in a treehouse somewhere playing with G.I. Joes or something. Doesn't give grown man. He doesn't, but he looks so different on his Instagram, y'all. He looks like such an adult on Instagram. On this show, he gives me 14. He gives me 14. I see a lot of you saying that Iris is too old for Ace, and then Jasmine says, "Isn't Iris only 25? Shelly is 27." But Iris is at LA 25, way beyond her years, way beyond her years. But that's the problem in the villa. The women are older than the men. It's not going to work. Did I get another super chat? I did. Thank you, Brittany, for the super chat. Brittany said the producers are messy. They had Shelly telling Charlie not to worry, but the next scene is Hannah tugging down Pepe Le Pew. And that is why this show works. And that is why After the Villa with the season 6 cast will not work. I'm sorry, you cannot let talent run the show. Talent is talent for a reason. Producers are producers for a reason. You cannot let talent run the show. And they pick the producers that they want to work with, producers who are going to want to appease them. And that's the worst kind of reality TV you will ever see, because talent that wants to be perceived in a good light 24/7, it's not going to work, because you're not going to give the audience a believable story. You need those messy producers for reality TV. And I'm sorry if you don't want if you don't want to work with messy producers, reality TV is not for you, especially reality TV focusing on young Gen Z in Los Angeles, and y'all don't want no mess. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Oh, we got another super chat. Thank you so much, MW. MW said, vote. I'm thinking they might let them know America voted and want to see new couples, and then they pick from the top 2 to cause cracks. Iris with either Ace or Jeremiah. I think she's going to get Jeremiah, because when I was looking at the comments on Instagram, everybody was saying Iris and Jeremiah. Pepe, either Hannah or Sierra. I hope it's Sierra. Jalen and Alandria is going to happen. I don't think they're going to put him with Shelly. Thank you so much, MW. Guys, please make sure you like the video. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kaylee. Thank you. Guys, I'm not a beggar. Please just like the video. Like, every time I have to ask, my stomach is in knots. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Denise said Taylor told someone he was on the show for his career, allegedly. They all are. They all are. Why wouldn't you be? Why wouldn't you be? Why would you come to the hottest reality TV show out right now and not be doing it for some career opportunities? Foolish. Foolish. Disappointed in Huda. You here for a man? This is $1 billion show, and you're here for a man? Ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. How you know I don't got a few in Philly? Ciao. Ciao. Katie said, only the best for Miss Alandria. Bring in an even hotter southern bombshell man for her, please. Yeah, I want the ladies to have something to pick from. I don't want it to be like one bombshell and they got to focus on him. I want options. The men have options. Why can't they have options? Hey, Just Jonda, thank you for being here. Just Jonda said, Jeremiah going with the flow and not setting roadblocks and boundaries for Huda would be fine if she wasn't so damn exhausting. Oh, y'all are sick of Huda, the mommy. Nicolette said, yes, swag. Ace doesn't say anything interesting because he doesn't, he still hasn't lived much. I think, older Ace might work, but this Ace, it's like, at the end of the day, you're talking to a 22-year-old. You're talking to a 22-year-old TikTok star who lives in LA. There's not much conversation there. Chelsea, who's surprised? Who's surprised? Who is surprised? And Miss Lou, who's surprised? Who's surprised? Who is surprised? Not me. Celeste said the thing with Ace is I think sometimes he just takes thoughts and amplifies, so people think he is the guy when he really is just being messy and telling people what they already think and know. I agree. Jennifer S. said Ace thinks he's so interesting. The way he sits back and wait for these girls to entertain him and perform for him. I'm like, OMG, girls, no, please don't. But guys, you have to realize he is a sort of celebrity. Like on TikTok, he has 1 million followers. That will go to your head, especially a 22-year-old man. I know his DMs are flooded with TikTok groupies. So he has an overinflated sense of self and he doesn't realize it. I'm telling you, I think Ace is going to watch this show back and be like, he has to cringe. He has to cringe. Amaya said after her fight with Ace that she wants her toxic love. That lady is just as toxic as Ace is. Yes, she's also very New York. Those New York couples, no matter their culture, they love an argument. They love an argument. My God, today, those couples love to fight. It's a part of the culture. Imani said, yeah, I definitely thought that Pepe was lying when he said he went to the same school as Hannah. Right? I was like, Fullerton? Okay. But you know what? He probably got a scholarship to play ball there. Them ball players that don't make it in the NBA and play overseas, they be playing at the most random schools. The most random schools before they start playing overseas. Ray says, seems like a really sweet guy, and if Ola likes it, I love it. Yeah. I like him. I like him for her. For now. Polymer Girl said, I want the bombshells to come in asking multiple dates with the ladies. 2 minimum like UK. Yeah, that's where UK is eating with the dates and the bombshells. I can't believe that Love Island UK is eating America with the bombshells. The black ones. I gotta say, listen, the beauty standards are different. Nothing wrong with it. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I will say the caucus UK bombshells are not on the same level as America. I'm like, Benjamin Franklin is in the villa. Child. My goodness, y'all got to expand that bloodline. Jennifer said, I voted a second time, and this time I voted for Sierra with Pepe and Alandria with Jalen again. I also wonder, I didn't know you can vote twice. I also wonder why Shelly hasn't directly asked Ace about the recoupling. Me too. Thank you for bringing that up. I'm like, why haven't you told him? I don't know. She's playing it so cool. And I'm like, do y'all have something going on that we don't know? Like, I don't know. I don't want to go with the conspiracy theories that they planned something before they got to the villa. But I'm just like, Shelly, I need you to be more assertive with like rejecting Ace and putting him in his place. But maybe she feels like she can't do that because Ace is going to like ice her like he does Amaya. I don't know. Shelly's playing the game. We're just going to go with that. We're just going to go with that. Let's see that roster. I said, you're the shortest? And that's a big guy. Let's see that roster. Jasmine said, I'm excited to see who Pepe ends up with. Me too. It seems pretty split between Sierra, Hannah, and Amaya on Twitter. I don't think Amaya is in the running. I do not think she's in the running. I agree with Jeremiah on that. He said, there you go, treating me like a kid. He didn't like it. He pointed it out. She needs to listen to that. Kaylee said, I like Pepe's hair, but it looks like it's bald. Yeah, I think he's balding. And that's probably why he doesn't want to go bald. But I feel like he'll look very attractive. He will look older, but that's fine. We need older men in the villa. He will look older. And so I probably, and men with hair loss, especially in your 20s. I think he's in his 20s, like 28 or something like that. That's probably a really big deal. That's a really big deal for him, I think. So he's trying to that's why it goes so many different ways, because he's trying to keep the hair together. But I think if he lets it go, he'll be fine. He has the features to pull it off, and he can tan, so he'll be fine. But again, That's his thing. So I understand him doing what he can to save it. Cindy said, I'm hoping to see Sierra and Pepe couple up, but Hannah is really feeling him and she's going in. I think she may be feeling him more than he's feeling her. We'll see. C's said, I don't really understand the hype with Iris in comparison to me either. I thank you, C's. I'm honestly so gagged that everybody is just like Iris and this person. I'm like, Iris ain't giving it like that. Hey, Teresa. Teresa said Iris just has a lot of bad filler and a little bruising. That in LA 25, you're not gonna get an LA 25 without some filler. Oh no, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Even if they said they need to send in a Latinx woman who likes to read and play video games for Jeremiah, because I see that as his type for sure. Guys, we don't know what his type is. I feel like I don't know what Jeremiah's type is. I really thought that Iris was going to turn his head, and she didn't. And I'm just like, if a white woman can't turn his head, I don't know who can. I don't know who can. I don't know who can. Do we need to get like a Swedish girl in there? I don't know who can. And I feel like if Iris couldn't do it, we just have to wait for Casa. We just have to wait for Casa. Listen, guys, y'all think that Iris has bad filler. I'm telling you, that is the standard in LA. Like, she has men at her feet. Yeah, I think Hannah is cool on Charlie. So that's going to be interesting to see, because Charlie is really heartbroken over losing Hannah. So that's going to be really interesting to see. Let's get a couple more, and then put the chat to bed. Mary Duda said Taylor is sweet but tired of him. Tired of him and the Nick and Ace trio. Yeah, I'm not tired of the trio. I like the boys having a little something. Taylor is just wearing me thin, because what are you there for? Like, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. Jennifer said, I love a funny man, but Taylor is overly goofy. Yes, like he has not had a serious moment on that island, because he gives a 14-year-old. He gives 14-year-old. That's exactly what it is. He just, I don't want to say he needs to mature more. I want him to live in that black boy joy. I just think it's not a match for Alandria. Josie said, what is it about LA that ages people? The entertainment industry? What is an LA 25 from any other 25-year-old? So what is it about LA that ages you? Is that, one, people don't realize LA is a desert. You really have to take care of your skin, like sunscreen and tons of water. If you don't, that will age you. And also in this industry, because it's mainly based on beauty and not talent, so many people are getting so much work done. Like, you have people who are 25 getting facelifts. It's a lot of people out there doing stuff to their bodies by way of a surgeon. And what a lot of young people do not realize, like a lot of the people, a lot of 20-year-olds and the teens don't realize, is that plastic surgery ages you. Plastic surgery was when it started, it was to help older people look younger. They don't have a lot of experience working on younger people to make them look younger. So the surgeons are just like, you're coming in to look younger than 25, but my experience is working on people in their 40s and 50s to look 25. So they're doing the work that they do on 40 and 50 and 60-year-olds on 25-year-olds. So the 25-year-olds are looking older, and the 40 and 50 and 60-year-olds are looking younger. It's so confusing. It's so confusing. And LA 25 is extremely mature. It's extremely mature. Yeah. Yeah. And he's going to settle down because his mom is going to make him. Eve Empathy said, my sister follows Ace, LOL. I asked her to vote and she didn't know he was on the show. I'm proud of her because she said she wouldn't trust him. Ciao. Kaylee said, hell, put Amaya and Huda together so they argue with one another. They absolutely will. They absolutely will. Josie said Ace will be a problem until he, oh my God, these young fools turn into old fools. Listen, hopefully they get unred pilled. Let's have hope. Miss Brown Sugar said, hey y'all, 2 episodes behind, but just still collecting the hot tea and the hot takes. Oh, you'll be able to catch up quickly, especially with Saturday being after the sun. I'll see you on Sunday, Miss Brown Sugar, and you'll be ready. Brittany said, how are y'all voting? I tried to register my number and nothing happens after that. Hey guys, if you haven't already answered, can we help out Brittany with the voting? Miss Brown Sugar said, that's the theory, that they have planned to take it easy. Maybe not planned out a script, but decided to not rush into coupling together. Yeah, they have their whole thing working, but it's just like, you think you're going to outsmart the producers? These seasoned producers? Oh, young Ace, you have no idea. No idea what they have planned for you. Eve Empathy said, I don't think the theory is true because didn't Shelly pick him first? Yulissa stole him from Shelly on day 1. That is true. And then Yulissa left the villa. So Ace had an opportunity to circle back. He didn't. Rain said, I think she might feel like that's her begging to choose him if she asked why he chose Amaya. I agree. I absolutely agree. Be Wise saying, Be Wise said, I loved how Amaya clocked Ace. Scared him so bad that he needed to manipulate the men to ice her out. I love how all the men fear Amaya. Oh, I love it. That means they don't play with her. They might vote her out. She might not get recoupled, but they not going to play in that woman's face. I'd rather be that. Than desired. Jennifer said, I voted twice, but it was once on my mom's phone and then on my cell phone, period. Oh, y'all about to be messy. We are about to have a messy episode on Sunday. Oh, Huda is going to crash out. Yes, Jasmine said, yeah, just look at Kylie and Kris Jenner. Chris' plastic surgery looked great. See, I need to see Chris's plastic surgery without the filters. I think it's good work though, but I need to see it without the filters. I don't care what nobody says. The surgeon, whoever, I'm going to find it. I'm going to find Lindsay Lohan and Christina Aguilera surgeon, and I'm telling you, I am making the appointment on my 59th birthday because when I hit 60, I'm going to him. And Lord, if I'm still on YouTube, I don't want y'all asking me nothing because you're gonna be like, "Oh my God, Nikki, what are you doing? You look so different." You know what I'm gonna say? Sunscreen and retinol, and y'all gonna go with it. The voting is closed now. But I think what was done needed to be done. Sarah said, I'm late to the chat, but has anyone talked about the Reddit Shelly allegations and what's the update on her? What, that she was scamming? Well, I don't know if you guys know, I'm pro scammer. Scam in America. The rich do it. Why not? If she's scamming, I have no problem. As long as she's not scamming the working class, the poor and working class, why not? Scam up. Scam, run them rich people's pockets. I'm fine with it. I am fine with it. Oh, she's good TV. Hey, Hannah. Hannah says, part of me feels like Shelly won't choose Ace because it gives chase. She wants him to have to come back around and choose her. Those two better figure it out before they're both eliminated off the show. They have to figure it out. And they both started off so strong. This game that they're playing, I don't think it's working. I do not think that it's money well spent. Money well spent. Lindsay Lohan surgeon, I'm looking for them. with a flashlight in the daytime. That's some good work. My God, today. I was like, oh my God, that's Freaky Friday, Lindsay Lohan. Ain't she 40? Child. Get. Let her scam. I'm Robin Hood. I'm Robin Hood. Get. Period. Let her scam. And a lot of other things. Let her scam. Let her scam. Miss Brown Sugar said, Love Island is a game. Let the people play, build their profiles, and jumpstart their next moves. Amen. Amen. Also, I'm from Philadelphia. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do. Yes, they need to figure it out because this game that they think they're playing, it's not working. But I really think when the America vote, when everybody sees how America voted on Sunday, I think that that's going to wake them up. I really, really, really do. Jennifer said, I might start liking Amaya. She was calmer this episode. I want her to relax and enjoy herself. But she's like Huda in a lot of ways. She's very jealous. And again, she said she likes that toxic love. So she has her moments, but I'm thinking because the men are icing her out, she's realizing that she has to find another angle. And I hate that for her, but I love that she scared the boys. I love that she scares the boys. Miss Brown Sugar said Lindsay Lohan's work now after it finally settled. It took a while. Yeah, I wouldn't have been out. I would disappear. If I'm still on YouTube, I'm gonna take a little break and be like, guys, I'm on vacation. I needed a mental health break to go spend with my family, and I'm going to look way younger. Retinol and sunscreen. Retinol for Sunday. Same. Can't wait for Sunday. No, Kaylee, it's not it's kind of a recoupling. I don't know if, I feel like Ariana's going to come in and say, this is how America voted. I don't know if that's going to be the couples. We will see. And that is it for me tonight. Thank you, Star family, for joining me tonight. I will see you all on Sunday. We have had a week, child. We have had a week, and I feel like next week they're going to turn up the heat, and I will be there. I will be there. So see you on Sunday. Get some rest, and we're going to do it all again on the Lord's Day. Love y'all. Good night or good morning if you're watching me in the UK. Bye, guys.